welcome to my channel. Today, as you must have seen from the thumbnail and the introduction, we will be going through the art of mastering lights and shadows. One of the most important factors in getting your audience to engage with your painting is giving them an illusion of a 3D reality on a 2D surface. As you can see, I am sketching a piece of cloth that is seen to be hanging from a single point of contact, maybe a nail. For today's demo, I wanted to pick an object that is different from the usual still life art pieces that are given to students to demo the art of light and shadows. Before we go any further in the video, I would like to thank you for showing so much love and appreciation on my first video. In case you have missed it, I will link it in the description box below as well as at the end of this video so that you can give it a look. If you like this video, please do make sure to like, subscribe and share it with your fellow art lovers. I plan to keep a series going where we explore the basics of fine art together. Please do let me know if you have any suggestions on what you would like me to cover in this series in the comments below. Boy, making this video really took me back to my very early years of training under my art tutor. I won't deny the fact that practice makes perfect, but it definitely helps knowing the science behind these realistic looking art projects that still intimidate the very best of us. But now, let's get started. The contrast between light and dark is one of the most expressive and important means of composition. Value contrast can be encountered in both black and white as well as colorful paintings. In black and white renderings, we have neutral tones from white to black and all shades of grey tones in between. The same is also true for chromatic or colored tones. In part 1 of this series, we will be exploring the non-chromatic side of things. In any project, for the various elements to remain visible, they should be exhibiting some amount of value contrasts. One of the most useful application of value is creating illusion of volume and mass on a 2D surface. Objects with various shapes behave differently when exposed to a light source. For example, when a spherical surface is hit with a light source, the shadows, owing to the shape of the sphere, cast an even flow tone from light to dark. But when an angular surface is exposed to a light source, the angular edges show a sudden contrast of light and dark. The lightest spot or the streak where the light source hits the object is the highlight. The light middle tone is the gradual increase in gray values from the highlight. The core shadow is the edge where the light is blocked from the light source. It is also the darkest value on the subject. The dark middle tones decrease in gray value from the darkest core shadows. The dark middle tones are darker than any value on the light side. If the object being painted is sitting on a white table, the light from the table reflects back onto the object and makes the shadow side lighter. And finally, the cast shadow is the shadow the object casts on the surface. And now, back to the demo. Like always, all the art supplies that I'm using in this video will be listed in the description box, so make sure to check them out. Let's take an example that the light is falling directly onto the piece of cloth. I am going to begin by using my 2B pencil for the first layer of shadows. The key to realistic art pieces is layering. I am using the line weight technique and a light hand to get the light mid-tones of the cloth that are not in the direct light. In pencil shading, there are various strokes that give different effects and textures to the subject. Let me know if you would like to see a detailed video, and I would be more than happy to make one for you. using a Q-tip to blend the pencil strokes, as we will be giving the finer details in the second and third layers. I am now going in with a darker 4B or a 5B pencil to intensify the crevices which are in the shadows. This is similar to the cast shadow. You can also use a piece of fabric, but sometimes you do run the risk of ruining the paper texture due to the abrasion. I go in with the Q-tip and the pencil quite a few times. This just builds the character of the whole subject. I am just repeating all the steps I have done in the first fold for the second fold. There is a good amount of fabric in the second fold that doesn't receive any light. And you would see through the course of this video, I go back to this area quite a few times to intensify this place. This is what we would call the core shadow. Now if you have noticed, I am deliberately keeping the upper part of the third fold lighter in terms of the grey value. The shadow in this area is lighter, partly because of the reflected light bouncing off from the walls and the lower folds. I make it a point to use a plain white sheet of paper underneath my palm when I go in for the final layer and finishing touches. Pencil shading can be unforgiving as the graphite shavings can smear all over your painting. Anyway, now it's just the final touches, and I hope that you were able to take back something useful from this video for your own pencil projects. I'll let you enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you once again for stopping by, and see you on the next one. Bye!